The Knicks win the second half 72-41 and win the game over the Raptors 119-92 over the Wally Wall with Allen and Wally, guys.
Thank you, Bill. Well, when you watch the second half of this game, you wondered who's the team that has 2 days, 3 days rest, and who's the team on the second half of a back-to-back, because that Knick team all of a sudden just got some energy. Yeah. You could see it here with the cutting and the moving, and it was all facilitated by Tyler Kolek.
Tyler Kolek looking like Steve Nash back in his prime on these plays, just getting dribble penetration, breaking down the defense, multiple sprays, blows by R.J. Barrett here, gets into the paint, kicks it out. Shamet could take this shot, freeze it there, gets it back to Kolek, and then what does Kolek do? Attacks the closeout, gets to the middle. Now keep an eye right here. This is the important guy to watch. Watch how Mikal Bridges relocates when Jamal Shead turns his head to look at Kolek and gets open. Right there, he moves out of the way. Jamal Shead loses sight of him. Kolek getting into the paint, getting ready to spray it out. Bridges rotates over. Shead's too small to get a contest up high enough. And Mikal Bridges, 12 for 15, nothing but the bottom of the net. That is exactly what Mike Brown wants. He wants guys to attack closeouts, get into the paint, spray it out. Then you got a guy running at you, attack him again, find the open shooter, and Mikal Bridges knocks it down.
And you had there a 27-4 run at the end of that third quarter. The Knicks just took the game over, and the Raptors were stunned. And it continued into the fourth quarter. Again, great ball movement, great people movement. The Knicks had 32 assists in this game, and there were a couple of hockey assists in this game as well. We'll see here.
This ball was flying around on this play. I mean, the Knicks catching the Raptors napping here, not set on defense. Josh Hart just looking to attack, looking to get into the paint, sprays it outside right there. Now freeze it here. Kolek could take this shot. Here comes the defender recovering over here, but you always want to get that ball into the corner. The corner is the easiest three-point shot. All teams teach you. Swing, swing, get it to the corner three. That's the highest percentage three pretty much in the game. And there's Landry Shamet. Grady Dick can't get out there quick enough because that ball moves faster than he does. And there goes Landry Shamet knocking down that three. These two guys, Kolek and Shamet, had the best plus-minus on the Knicks. Kolek had a plus 23 tonight, and Shamet had a plus 20. Yeah. So two guys off the bench brought outstanding energy, which is exactly what you need on a back-to-back.
Exactly. You need to get contributions from all over the place, including from your bench. A very satisfying win for the Knicks. We'll get Mike Brown's thoughts right now, presented by Chase.
This is a good win for us, especially on the road. Playing last night, getting in here late, going through customs. I thought, to start the game, you got to give Toronto credit the way they play. Their pressure is real. And then, we had to throw out everything we do offensively in terms of sets and early offense and just say, hey, if they're up in you, go by them. And if you can't get by them, somebody comes set a pick and start the dominoes to fall, touch the paint, spray it, or finish it strong. And our guys did a great job as the game went along, not only offensively, but defensively too. In the first half, we were 4 for 8 and 50-50 balls. The second half, we were 6 for 6, 50-50 balls. First half, they went to the free throw line 18 times. The second half, our physicality increased, especially on the ball, but they went to the free throw line 11 times. And just as importantly, they had one offensive rebound in that second half. Cat was a monster on the board. He was a monster. And, you always say, well, how do great players impact the game? And that's what great players do. If the scoring isn't working tonight, they find other ways to impact the game. And his 22 rebounds, 15 defensive rebounds, we needed every single one of them. But it was a hell of a game by Cat, controlling the glass. Tyler was fantastic coming off the bench. He had 10 assists in his 20 minutes. So he was great. At the end of the day, defensively, these last handful of ball games, we've been playing at a pretty good clip. And that's something that we have to continue to do, especially if our offense sputters from time to time. Defensively, we need to hang our hat on that side of the ball because we're eventually going to break free offensively, as we saw tonight and we saw last night late in the game. But great road win for us, especially with it being a back-to-back.
What OG and Mikal were able to do together in the third quarter and the second half overall.
Yeah, OG was our defensive player of the game. I think he had six steals, 7 deflections. Like, those numbers are unheard of defensively. And, the thing that I loved about OG was his ability to attack the rim. Like, he attacked the rim like a grown man. And, his finishes were unbelievable. But one of the things we talk about are getting paint touches. And if you can't finish, then play off a 2 and spray it. And, we had, in that third quarter, we probably had 4 or 5 what we call Nashes, what Steve Nash used to do. Hit that paint, play off a 2, dribble to the other side of the floor, dribble out and find somebody. And it seemed like every time we nashed, Mikal moved and he relocated. Because a lot of times when you dribble and you hit that paint, everybody defensively does this. Especially if you dribble out, they do this. And so Mikal's, his ability to respace, especially after that ball hit the paint, was beautiful. And we found him after the Nash. We also found him in transition. So he did a great job, whether it was running to the 3 or running to the rim. We did a great job finding him. So both those guys played to their strengths throughout that second half on both ends of the floor.
I don't know if it's rating wins or something, but you guys have Jalen, who looks like he's under the weather today, missing Mitch and Deuce, and back-to-back, like you say, getting in late. To come back like you do today after falling behind early and struggling, just kind of what does that say for you about where the group is at?
This group has a lot of resilience. I mean, we have plenty of opportunities to just throw the towel in because of all the guys missing. We got in late, had to go through customs and all that stuff, and back to back. But our guys, they just stayed with it, and they figured out how to manufacture the energy that they needed to manufacture to get the win. So really proud of the guys from top to bottom.
Impressive indeed. The MSG 150 is next. We got Donovan Mitchell against LeBron and the Lakers in Cleveland. And more next on the MSG 150. Welcome back. The Knicks first lead late in the third quarter, and they end up winning the game over Toronto by 27 points. Here we go with the Audi MSG 150 final, the fastest 150 seconds in the National Basketball Association. LeBron James with the Lakers makes his return to Cleveland. Video tribute. LeBron a bit emotional there. Didn't play very well tonight. Scored only 11 points, but got a nice reception. Luka here to DeAndre Ayton for the slam. Cavs throwing him back in the third. LeBron turns it over. Jalen Tyson's emerging here, Wallace, for the Cavs. Good. Been very good for them. 20 points, getting playing time because of a lot of injuries. Cavs win the third quarter, 42-22. Jaquan Tomlin of the Cavs running jam here off the Luka turnover. And then it's Donovan Mitchell, 25 points for him. And the Cavs spoil LeBron's return to Cleveland, blowing out the Lakers. Final count tonight, 129-99.
It's the old school uniforms. It's the ones LeBron used to wear.
Oh, maybe he'll go back.
Bulls and the Pacers. Ayo Dosunmu put Chicago up by 14.
Oh, another cruise ship.
Oh, that's a
Dosunmu. What did I say?
Not Dosunmu.
I was close enough. Jay Huff to the hoop.
Not Robitussin.
Pacers within 6. Tied up, 39 seconds left. Andrew Nembhard puts the Pacers up by 2. They come into this game with only 11 wins all year. Indy down 1. Aaron Nesmith here drives. Reverse lay-in. Pacers win by 3. So they have 12 wins. 3 of them have come against the Bulls. Go figure.
Oh, in Chicago.
Atlanta and Boston. 2 Celtics converge on Onyeka Okongwu. Joe Mazzulla wants a foul. Oh, he got teed up quickly. And then Sam Cassell's got to say, hey, Joe, settle. Look at Mazzulla. Wow. Only got 1 tee for all that. Kongwu then takes a Jaylen Brown elbow. Got it right in the mouth. Leaves the court.
Dentist.
Yep. After a review, Brown's given a tech. Okongwu returns to shoot the tech, then trots off the court with a bloody mouth. Is he a hockey player or what?
Hockey player, that's right.
Atlanta up 15. Nickeil Alexander-Walker dribbling. He is a righty, but shoots that lefty, and he gets it to go. How about that? Hawks win 117-106. They've won 4 in a row. Paolo Banchero and the Magic against Miami. Orlando wins it 133-24. Banchero had 31. Orlando 4-0 this year against the Miami Heat. And that is your MSG 150 final presented by Audi. We return with Alan and Wally after this. What else went wrong, Wally? Something else go bad?
Nothing else.
Okay.
Brilliant.
119-92. Knicks win. Knicks beat the Raptors 119-92. Josh Hart, big game with 22 points, hit 4 threes. Here he is after the game with Tyler Murray.
Felt like the team needed a burst of energy early on, and you found a way to provide that. What kind of changed the energy in this game back in your favor?
I don't know. I think it just got that first quarter out the way. First quarter was tough. We felt like we were just kind of in mud. Body wasn't working. And I think second quarter, we were able to kind of get our bodies going, get warm, and, kind of play more so our brand of basketball.
Back now from the corner three presented by Michelob Ultra Superior Light Beer. Alan, the Knicks were down by 10 after the first quarter.
Yeah, they struggled early on. The shooting was bad early, but again, sticking with it because of your defense.
The defense in the first half, they held the Raptors to 31% shooting. That is huge. They scored 51. The Knicks were only down 4 at the half. Once they kicked it into gear, it was night-night termite for the Raptors.
Another Wallyism.
Nightmare for
I
the
just
termite.
love that he actually had a stat for us tonight, a useful stat.
That's right.
OG Anunoby, huge, 26 points, 6 steals, and 7 deflections as the Knicks win big. For the Knicks, Portland's in town Friday. The Lakers are in town Sunday. Then the Knicks next week, next Tuesday at Washington. Denver's in town next Wednesday. And then the Knicks on Friday the 6th are at Detroit. So
and the
bar remains open.
The 5th is the trade deadline.
That's right.
There's a lot of stuff going on around the league to pay attention to.
Yes.
So back with more after this.
This Knicks team is playing hard. They're feeding off this crowd. When you're playing in front of the best fans in the world every single night, that helps you get a lot of wins.
Wrapping up the Knicks postgame show. Knicks back home Friday night to take on Portland. Pre-game at 7, game at 7:30. You can also stream our coverage on the Gotham Sports app. Up next here on MSG, it's MSG PM. Get you ready for the big game between the Patriots and the Seahawks. Mikal Bridges, 30 points, 19 in the third quarter. He was huge. Knicks end up winning the second half, 72-41, and beat R.J. Barrett.